I asked a question about when you sort of felt the fire to want to make music again, because it's something that I know you're 100% committed to. So when did you know you wanted to get in the studio and feel inspired?
I think, again, I was like dealing with a lot of fear, a lot of like, just was afraid of like, at that point, just even the process, what am I gonna talk about again? And, is it gonna be received? I'm starting to compare with other artists. And I think when I went on stage with Ariana Grande, I seen the reaction of how people reacted when I went on the stage. It was like, okay, it gave me kind of like a boost of confidence and reminded me, because it'd been so long since I'd been on stage, just kind of reminded me this is what I do. This is what I'm good at. And I don't need to run away from it. I was like, I was running away. I think a lot of us need to take that, when something's hard, it's almost like we need to run towards the pain and run towards the hurt rather than run away from it. And I think you get kind of healing when it comes to that.
There was a great moment when you came face to face, or not really, because I think you were wearing a mask.
Right.
But you came face to face with Billie Eilish, who in her own way, albeit in a different era, dealing with this very, very public explosion of success and of attention.
That too.
And like, by the way, like even more now, like
it was so quick. Yeah, quick. She's crazy. She's a superstar.
Superstar, right? So you're there and you see her and you see the way she's reacting to you. And I wonder what was going through your mind, because I've never had a chance to ask you that, because I know what was going through her mind because I've had a chance to ask her that, and it was pretty clear in the video what's going through her mind. She can't even. What was going through your mind when you saw that kind of reaction, and also now in the knowledge that you were just coming out of that space yourself?
I wanted to protect the moment. I don't know how many opportunities I'm going to get. We never know how many opportunities we're going to get with anybody. I mean, I'm tearing up thinking about it, just with the Kobe situation, You just never know. And so I just wanted to be a good example, and
Did you feel protective of her?
Yeah, I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters and yeah. So I just want to protect her, I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to, go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. So if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Do you realize how important your story is? And the fact that you're sitting here today telling it, man, I mean, I have to say thank you, because as someone who's really, every time I have a conversation with someone who's been through this unique type of experience, I'm searching for some kind of truth that can help, right? And the fact you're sitting here today and being so honest and open is really important. And I just want to share that with you, man. It's like, you're right, this isn't an interview, this is an opportunity for you to help others.
Yeah.
And that's got to give you purpose, even beyond the making of music, or to know that.
I'm not thinking about anything but being present in this interview with you, That's it. That's what we got right now.
That's what we got.
And we got a story to tell. And we got, either we're going to be here and we're going to be authentic and honest and real, or we're going to bullshit. And I've done that for years, and I'm over it.
It must have been exhausting.
It's exhausting. I mean, it really is. And so I commend you for going there. And asking the tough questions and the things that people don't want to talk about, and they don't want to go there because it's revealing and it's hard. But you know, these are the conversations that are going to bring change and bring, you know, a level of consciousness to people that can say, I need to really take a look at myself. Where am I at? And you know, if Justin's able to be vulnerable where he's at, then, you know, I can do the same thing. You know, people have put me on a pedestal. I didn't ask for that. You know, I love making music, but you know, there's a lot of people that love making music, and they're not in the position that I am. So, you know, a lot of that is not, you know, I can't say that I put myself in this position. I'm just trying to steward that wisely, steward my relationships wisely. I want people to take a look at my story and just hopefully, you know, my words can make a difference.
You chose to make an album that flows in a really fluid, tasteful way and gives you space to really sing.
Yeah.
And really hyper-focus, as we said before, on the honeymoon phase of your marriage.
Yeah.
And you're working with Pooh Bear again.
Yeah.
Which is great because you trust him.
Yeah.
And you got great chemistry. And you opened the doors to some really keen collaborators as well. How did you pick them? How did you decide who was going to be on and be off? We're talking Quavo, Travis, Kehlani.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's like...
I look at people who I admire, and I'd love to hear more of their stories and get to know them a little bit more. But I think they're authentic where they're at in their careers and in their life. And
you got to be a fan.
Yeah, I love them. I love their music.
You and Kehlani really jumped out at me because I always talk about her tone.
It's so good.
And I love your vocal tone. When you sing and you're in this sweet spot with Pooh Bear, I think there's very few, if anyone, who can get to that place. And just talk about that experience of working with Kehlani on that track and why you chose her.
I just, like you said, I think it's the major thing is tone. I love her tone. And I just think she's honest. And I think that just goes such a long way. Being authentic.
She's a straight talker.
From where I haven't spent much time with her, but I was out to dinner with her the other night, and I just felt like, yeah, she seemed like she was pretty authentic. She talked to me about like, wow, that what you talked about in the documentary was like inspiring because, you know, it's scary to kind of show that stuff, you know, show the hard stuff.
Who in heaven's name is Clever? And how come, for a second, me and our son thought it was Post?
It's actually, I think he signed a Post, but it's this guy who I found on the internet, just seeing him on Instagram, and I was like, this guy's tone is crazy.
Yeah.
And he just has this vibe that's just insane, and I just love it.
It's sort of unchecked and a little rugged and unruly.
It's raw, and it's freaking just like, you can just feel the pain through the music. You can feel just emotion, raw emotion. I just think it's powerful.
Have you got that project in you at some point in the future? We're dialing into some really interesting and really powerful human stuff here.
Yeah.
And this album is a great document to the beginning of a new era for you. But do you feel like every day you get closer to making that album that picks up where Purpose left off but goes even further?
Yeah. I mean, I was just in the back there, and I literally just came up with the title to my album, but I don't know if I'm going to share it right now.
That's okay.
It just felt like, yeah, there's so many deeper levels of, you know, I don't just want to, I want to talk about, you know, I think love is, you know, the foundation of what humanity's built off of. But and with that being said, I just think there's so many, you know, issues in society and things that I'm eventually going to want to just speak about and write about, and injustices and people being marginalized and overlooked and things of that nature. I think that's definitely something I'm going to definitely be going into. But I think it's just, it's all timing. And I think what comes priority first is that lady over there and building my relationship with her, because I think she teaches me about all that sort of stuff.
Like what? What does she really taught? What are some of the key kind of growths that you've experienced by being in a relationship like this?
I think she just teaches me, I mean, there's so much. I mean, patience is a big thing. At the end of the day, it's like I chose to be with her forever. So understanding that, yeah, I don't know, just patience is a big, big thing.
Is he impatient?
Is he impatient?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I think I've been quite impatient with him at times.
I think we both have I think everybody has a tendency, like you said, a human condition. Everybody's can be impatient.
And the big step, and I got to ask it because there's baby sounds on the record, and it's like really it's cool hearing those. And I wonder kind of where you stand or how you feel about starting a family, and in particular coming from a family that was unorthodox in an environment that wasn't normal, or whatever a normal family is. How you feel about starting your own?
I want to start my own family in due time. I want to enjoy being married for a little bit, go on tour, be married, enjoy traveling with just us, build more of our relationship. And I think, that is definitely the next step for sure.
What kind of father do you sort of want to be, do you think? Like, what's important to you? And you know what I mean? Like,
oh, wow. Great question.
Or what do you not want to be?
That's a good question, too. I just want to be led by, like I said before, I'm a Jesus follower, and I just want to be led by, when you accept Jesus, he says that now you walk with the Holy Spirit. So I think I just want to be led by the Holy Spirit.
So you're going to tour?
I'm going to tour, yeah.
How do you feel about that after the way you felt at the end of the last tour? And are you excited? I guess you wouldn't be going on tour if you weren't, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm excited to travel again. We've established so much and figured out what's not important and what is important. So it's like money's going to come, and it's great, and I'm going to be able to provide a really amazing life for my family, which is incredible. But just understanding the priorities. I mean, like, here we are, we got a lot of people who aren't making as much money as I am on tour, dancers, band, all these sort of things. I think creating an atmosphere where everybody feels, I was telling Scooter this the other day, where everybody feels heard, valued, respected, and that their goals are, obviously is matching with my goals, and so that we can work on creating an atmosphere that's going to be conducive for them, building their families and building their life. And, for so long, it's like when you have these other things that you feel are going to fulfill you, whether it's money or success, you're so focused on the outcome that you're just not working on how do we get there? Is this going to be sustainable? The tour became so dysfunctional because I was talking about this with Nick the other day. You got all these people that everyone starts off good on tour. Everyone starts off a family. But then by the end of the tour, everybody's got their cliques, because we're not creating, we're not reminding everybody the focus and the mission and the goal. So I think taking that time that I was, immature in the past and not ready to do that because things were more important. Taking that time to, have those weekly meetings.
To be a leader.
To be a leader, exactly.
To be a leader.
That's it. You nailed it on the head there. Just lead. Which I never, like I said before, it's like my family life was dysfunctional when I was younger. So like, it's just been hard to understand what that really looks like. But you hit it on the head, being a leader.
You and your fans have had the most incredible journey and ride, and the level of passion and the level of loyalty that they show you over the years has been incredible to witness from the outside. Now that you have a chance to be a leader, not just to your band, but also to your fans in a weird way, right? Because I know that there have been times when that's probably scared you even, or it's caught you off guard, that level of attention, right? It's hard to process. And I wonder sort of how you feel as you're growing and maturing about having fans and what that concept feels like.
Yeah, the concept. It's just so different than, when I was younger. I mean, it's confusing when you're young because that person loves me.
Well, also, you're coming from a place where you're, again, getting back to your family, which is where it all begins. We start our journey somewhere with some people, right? And we don't ask for that. They're doing the best they can, and you have to process that information and move forward. And when you're faced with this adoration and this love, but you're not quite sure what love is.
There you go. It's big. What we're touching on is big right now. This is big. This is big. This is big. It's big. I don't even think people know how big this is. Yeah, what is love? I mean, love is patient, love is kind, love doesn't envy, love doesn't boast, love isn't self-seeking, love isn't arrogant. Love is, you know, what Haley and I are doing every day, is waking up in the morning and making the decision to, you know, we have all these, everyone has selfish desires, you know, everybody has bad thoughts but just pushing those aside and saying, I'm not gonna indulge in that because I have something, you know, you give me something that I want more than those things.
But like you say, acknowledging that they exist.
But acknowledging them.
Is
I think
a huge
that's
part of
something that I
discernment.
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't ready. I wasn't doing that before, I don't think. I wasn't acknowledging them. I just was like pretending that they weren't there.
Burying them.
And then you know what comes with that? Self-righteousness. Look at me, how good I'm doing, because I'm not doing those things. Self-righteousness. And that's
You're pretending.
the epitome of what I hate, but it's something that I started doing because I'm like, well, I'm saying no to all this other garbage and I'm doing the right thing. So look, I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
And then people are like, what? You know, like, who are you to say, you know what I mean? It's like, we're not really good at the end of the day. At the core, I don't believe that humans are good at, and people might, you know, twist this and make me seem like I'm saying humanity's not good. I don't know.
Tell you the truth.
I just feel like at the core, I fight every day temptation and things that, you know, are instinctive to do, whether it's, you know, whatever it is, lie, be greedy, all these things that just naturally come. Those naturally come. I got to fight to not be that. Maybe that's my unique thing. Maybe that's me personally being that way. And I just accept that. And I just know that that's not who I am because humanity's, you know, it's come to a place of being really, you know, it's broken. I mean, it's just look around. I mean, the pain that's, so much pain. And, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know where I was going with that. But, you know, hey, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, look at that. So, I mean, the pain in this world, it's just so, it's like, it's obvious. And people are looking for hope, and they're looking for a way out, and they're looking for an escape, and they're looking for truth, and they're looking for, and I'm just, I've gotten the opportunity with my journey to just see a God who accepts me, loves me. They call him the Savior, and I believe that to be true, that Jesus saved me.
Justin, at the start of this new decade, and this might be a little hard to kind of put into context, but on broadly speaking, in terms of just core values and core goals, where would you ideally like to be at the end of this decade? What would you what path would you like to have put your life on? I feel like the last decade, so much of it felt out of control. And I feel like you've worked hard to get some of that control back.
Yeah. I just feel like there's so much to look forward to. I'm really excited. I'm like emotional thinking about it. I'm just excited to have babies with you. I'm excited to just enjoy, just celebrate, you know, all the amazing things that we've been given. Because we are blessed, babe. You know, we talk about it all the time. We just have a thing where we just say we're so blessed. We are, man. There's so much pain in the world, and we don't understand why. And there's so much things that are so unexplainable. But what is the reality? We are blessed, you know. And it's hard, that dichotomy of like, how can we mourn the loss of someone, you know, and accept that we are still blessed? I think it's a really hard thing to discover. But I think when you get there, it's a beautiful place to be. Beautiful place to be.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.